If you're struggling to understand scale patterns, this can be a great trick to help you out, and it's all based on visual memorization. So it sounds like this. I'm going to take A minor and move it across the fretboard like this. So before we get into the lesson, my name is Chris. I'm a private instructor. I've been doing this for over 10 years, running my own business, and I absolutely love it. My goal is to share all the information that I've learned throughout years of music school after getting a master's degree and relay it to you as simple as possible. So let's talk about what I'm actually doing. I'm taking an A natural minor scale. I'm building it off the A root here, 5th fret of the low E string, going up 1 octave. So it looks like this. Now that's 1 octave of the natural minor scale. Many of you already know the pentatonic, I'm sure. But what we're doing is adding in the notes that we extract from the natural minor to create the 5-note pentatonic scale. So what does that look like? Well, that means we're adding in that second, right? As well as the 6th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Flat 7 back to the root. So these are important things to understand, and it's really useful to have those extra notes and be able to use them in your improv. So let's talk about the octave pattern that I use to move across the fretboard. So we're starting with that first octave. And when I'm moving up to the octave of the root, the A note here at the 7th fret of the D string, I'm actually just playing basically the same pattern. I'm playing the same notes, but even the pattern looks pretty similar. Of course, with the tuning of the guitar at the B string, I have to shift up a half step. So why don't we play that together just to really lock in on the pattern? I think that's the most important thing. I don't want you to be so concerned with the notes yet. That's helpful, obviously, to understand what notes you're playing. But at first, it is really important to understand the actual pattern. Let's start here with the A. Now, I'm going to talk about the fingers that I'm using because that's a really helpful way to memorize scale patterns on the guitar grid system. So if you assign your fingers a number, you have 1, 2, 3, and 4, right? So this pattern, 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1, 3. Now, I'm not talking about the scale, like the notes. I'm talking about the actual fingers you're using on those strings. 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1, 3. And I think that's a pretty easy way to memorize scales. It's super helpful to just lock into, okay, as long as I know where the root is, you can play through the scale thinking about the finger numbers. So when we go up to the root, it's very similar. I'm using the same fingers. 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1, 3. But we just had that shift up there at the 8th fret. Right? So the scale looks pretty identical if we play it in time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's 2 octaves of this pattern. What I want to do is bring it up again so we can go from all the way up there, right, to our 17th fret on the high E. So we're finished here with the 2nd octave, right, at the 10th fret on the B string. Now, what do we have there? Well, we have another A, of course, right? That's a useful thing to know how to do, by the way. I've talked about that in the past, finding the octaves. That's a good way to recall notes quickly on the fretboard. So let's build off that 10th fret root on the B string, okay? Same finger pattern. 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4. That gets us up to the 6th scale degree. If we want to finish it, we have to change positions. 15, 17 on the high E, right? The flat 7 going into the root. So I'm going to play through this a little bit faster, but of course you can practice it slower on your own time. That's what the interactive notation is for, or the downloadable PDFs on my Patreon if you're interested. So here's what it sounds like in time. One of the last uses for this is working on string skipping. So I can take these patterns as octaves like this. Maybe I'm going up an octave from what I played. Or I can play up to the 6th scale degree and jump around. That is so helpful for picking accuracy, as well as just getting your hands to synchronize and do what you need them to do. So I really hope this lesson was helpful, at least to have you understand how to visualize the scale patterns a little bit better across the fretboard. Be sure to check out my Patreon page. I have 25% off of that right now for Black Friday, and you can find interactive notation that's synced up with what I'm playing, as well as downloadable PDFs for hundreds of lessons. As always, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.